What's up, guys? This is Chris here, and today we're going to be shooting a brand new gun for you. Today we're going to be going over the new and improved CSX. This is the E series. This is a tiny little micro, sort of double stack 1911 carry gun in 9mm by Smith Wesson. Now, I'm excited to get this because they've made some changes on it. I was excited about the previous version, and then it kind of didn't really pan out. What the shit? We have a failure? What the f is going on with that trigger? One of my more negative Smith & Wesson reviews. However, on this version, they've actually changed a lot of stuff, including a lot of the things I didn't like about it. So I'm actually pretty excited to go out and shoot it with you guys today. Now, if you're not familiar with the CSX at all, there's a couple of different versions of this, especially with the new one. They have a 3.1-inch barrel, and I believe they have a 4-inch barrel as well. This is the little tiny 3.1-inch barrel, and it is tiny, and isn't this a cute little thing? 20 ounces, and it comes with 3 magazines. One 12-round, one 15-round, and one 17-round. So even though it's as small as a P365, you get some serious capacity. Now, the cool thing is, I'll show you later, this whole grip module comes off, and you can make this actually a mid-size gun if you want, or you can use these mag sleeves, which Smith & Wesson has used for a while. These are actually re-engineered a little bit, so they're a little bit less shitty, I hope, because that's the one thing I don't like about Smith, but they do work. As you can see here, makes a big grip, gets the job done. Now, other specs on the gun is they've enhanced the trigger, they've added a shield RMS pattern optic here, which is why we have the Defender on top of it, and then we also have advanced controls here. We have the safety on either side, ambi safety, we have a combat style hammer, and there's a few other features as well that we'll go over during the video. Some pretty cool sights on the gun, light, small, and high capacity, but now we need to see if it's reliable and accurate. The only way to do that is go and shoot it. Now, Smith & Wesson did send us this gun for review, but as you guys know, that won't change anything, and whatever happens today, you're gonna see good or bad. Before we do, I wanna thank my Patriots supporters. Thank you guys very much. It's because of you guys we have guns and ammo and cool stuff on the channel, so if you wanna support the channel, that's the best way to do it. Just go down to the link in the description. Also in that description is a link to a local shelter in Ames, Iowa. It's the YSS. Those kids could use your help, so please get down there and donate to those kids. All right, so we got the 17-round magazine in here. We'll give that a shot first with our classic Blazer brass. And we'll see how we do. Ooh boy, this is a tiny little gun. You know, I just realized a bunch of holes in that. I have no idea where that went. I think it went right in the same hole. Okay.
Okay.
It's like flickering in and out of life.
Huh.
Okay, we'll go take a look at that group I made from another hole. So, over here, this was the original bullet. Holy shit.
Quicksand.
Well, we're not looking that close. So as you guys can see from a distance, about an inch group there at 7 yards. That's pretty good. A little bit low and right. We'll adjust for that, and then we'll shoot some steel. Now, you can see how tiny this gun is. This is a 12-round mag in there right now. And rocking 12+1, 13 rounds in a gun this tiny is actually pretty impressive. My dot died again. Mother.
How are we feeling about that little vortex?
I was really excited because although I don't have a huge amount of experience with Vortex itself, and they're good for the money, and the dot, the window size is awesome. I would just appreciate it if the dot would appear. You know, that's like the innocuous thing that you pay for with Aimpoint, is that when you pick up an Aimpoint, the dot's always there, and you're like, wow, I f***ing wasted my money. Until you buy something where the dot isn't always there.
It's
fun though. It's a cool little gun.
All right, Lorraine, what are we thinking?
So far I really like the grip on this, so we'll see how it actually does shooting.
Damn, White Earp.
I actually really like this.
I can see that.
And I'm thinking carry thoughts with it.
dot is just gone, isn't it?
Yeah, the dot's a little weird.
Just wanted to shoot fast when I saw it.
Now the new grip's nice. The features are nice. The optics mounting system's nice. I do appreciate all that. But the thing I really appreciate on this gun is the new trigger. They changed the trigger to where it doesn't really suck anymore, which is nice because it was always a really good idea, but the first CSX was really bad. It would have a lot of like false reset on it, whereas this one actually feels pretty good in rapid fire. So we'll try to demonstrate that for you now. I'm at about 25 yards here. Quick shooting gun.
I just noticed your collar is fucked.
Now, one of the difficult parts about having a little gun like this, like a super tiny gun, especially when you got big hands, is going to be manipulating the gun. So we're going to try to do a pocket reload, not on the timer or anything, but you guys can be the judge whether it's fast or not. Not fast. So one of the difficult parts about running a gun that is literally smaller than your hand is operating the firearm. So doing a little practice, making sure that your magazines go in and making sure that your reloads are on point is relatively important. Do a little pocket reload, run the slide. Quick like a cat.
Dang!
That was dope.
You could really tear down with that. Good job.
It's easy to hit it when you're just aiming at one.
All right, so now we're going to be trying this at 50 yards. We will give this a shot, no guarantees, especially with this thing biting me. Surprisingly accurate. I did not expect that. I'm going to be honest with you. The way I was shooting it earlier, I did not expect that. All hits. Let's talk about the CSX E series. Now, this guy is a pretty decent little handgun. Is it perfect? No. Is it improved? Yes, it is. Now, the original CSX, for all of you who watched the previous video, you know I didn't like that gun very much, and I was really mad that I didn't like that gun because I love 1911s and I love Smith Wesson, and it seemed like a match made in heaven, but things can be deceiving. That being said, with the CSX E series, I think they fixed almost every issue with that, and I think they improved it upon even what it should have been. This 3.1-inch gun not only shot very quickly, it shot very accurately as well. Hit every shot at 50 with no issue whatsoever. It also has an integrated optics mounting system from the factory. The slide serrations feel really good, and the slide, most importantly, is very easy to rack. And that's very important, especially for smaller statured people or elderly people that want to run your gun. So it's nice that you can do that. Now, the ambi safety is okay. I like that it's there. What I don't like is that it eats my hand. Now, that plus the slide coming back to the rear, this has a beaver tail to it, so it shouldn't be eating me as much as it does. It's a weird thing to say, but it is biting the crap out of my hand regardless. Now, my shield doesn't do that, and my bodyguard also doesn't do that. So if you have huge hands, maybe the CSX just isn't for you. However, despite that, it shot incredibly well, and through the 250 rounds of ammunition, it was completely reliable. Now, we had Federal 115 grain out there. We had remanufactured ammo out there, which it also ran. We had Blazer brass, and then we also had MagTech, and it all ran 100%. The Defender CCW optic performed a little bit better on this gun than it did on the Wilson Combat that we shot as well, and I would sort of half recommend this. We actually were having a lot of illumination issues with the dot, where the dot would appear and disappear like David Copperfield.
Oh, the dot is just gone, isn't it?
Yeah, the dot's a little weird. and that is not exactly what you want. However, when it was on, it worked pretty well. As far as the ergonomics of the pistol, they're pretty good. I still would recommend putting some texture here. They've done that in their most recent M&P metal series, which hopefully will carry over to this soon. However, at least these grip panels and stuff aren't falling out, and I do like the new modular grip. They basically have a grip where you pull this retaining pin out the bottom below, just like you do with the standard M&Ps, except it doesn't twist now, and I don't know how to do it. I haven't looked at it, so I'm not going to show you, but it basically just comes right off, and you can replace the whole grip module, so you can just use the 15 and the 17 round magazines, flush fit if you want, and have a full-time, full-size gun. However, for me personally, in the application that I'm going to use this for, which is give to my wife to her to concealed carry,
I'm thinking carry thoughts with it.
so we're going to leave it in this configuration, and she's going to be running those flush fit 12 round magazines. Now, the trigger in and of itself was a lot better. That was my real big harp on the previous gun, and this one, in my opinion, was better. So as you can see here, the actual brake itself, man, that's probably like 4 pounds. That is a really, really good and crisp brake. Now, the reset is good too. As you can see there, it's quick and it's very short, and that's exactly what you want on a 1911 style gun like this one is. Overall, I think it's a better gun than they released in the first place, and for an MSRP of around $599, I think it's a solid buy with the 3 magazines, with the grip options, with the optics ready out of the box. It provides a lot of stuff out of the box that a lot of guns you have to either order in or you have to do other things to get. Most guns don't give you 3 mags. Most guns don't give you optics ready capability out of the factory. A lot of the smaller guns where their RMS pattern do because they're direct mount, but even Smith & Wesson's M&Ps come with plates, which is nice. And then the grip is an added addition, which can make it go from a larger to a smaller gun and back if you so desire. Overall, if you're looking for safety, if you're looking for a single action only style of gun, but you don't want to run like an old SIG P938 or something like that, and you want to run something that's double stack, I think this is a super good option that's not going to break the bank, like something like a Staccato CS, which the Staccato CS pretty much does exactly this, but it does it for $2,500, whereas this thing is only $600. So pretty good deal, and color me impressed. There's some downsides to it, including it bites my hand. It's a little bit snappy, but all 3-inch 9mm are going to be a little bit snappy. But for a concealed carry gun, if you want it in single action with a safety, it's hard to do much better than this, especially for the price. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your Oklahoma shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later. When again?
Cock.
Yeah, it's a big loud cock.
You're on.
Oh my, really? You fucking minute with the rooster bullshit. For explanation, a rooster just went off and it's like 7.
It's not 7.
What time is it? It's 4. I don't know what time it is. It's been in the range all day. I thought it was 7. Shooting a little gun. Anyway,